Sorry, John. I got the second track just bleeding in there for a minute. Mistake. How y'all doing? You're watching Modular World. My name is Johno Wells, and I gotta say, it's a little odd. I haven't seen you guys since the anniversary show. It seems like that was like forever ago. And it wasn't. It was just a little more than a month ago. Yeah, time is funny like that. I felt like I was waiting for that show for like months. And now it seems like forever ago. Odd. The music you heard as the show started was the new release from our friend j.mccoy. He's in the chat as Sound Unit. He's there. I see you. God, I've been, friend of John's for a while and following his stuff. And this release is like, do not sleep on this one. The link is below. And if you've got a minute after the show, man, go to Bandcamp and support our friend j.mccoy. It's a beautiful, beautiful record. And I've had a few emotional experiences with this album in the past month. Playing it, driving around. Thanks, John. I will close the show also with the same album. Speaking of links below to all the artists playing today are under there. Please support and follow artists who you hear and grow this community. Reach out and say, I love what you're doing. We should meet on Zoom. Say hi. Really important. Quick mention, we are having another show in 2 weeks, and it's on a Saturday. It's not common. Make note. Set your calendars. For Saturday, June 25, I'm doing a spotlight with our friend Itai. You all know Itai. He's got a new record on digital right now, and it's being released on vinyl very soon. And he's shot this mini documentary about what he's doing, this project with his live drummer. They're both going to be on. They're going to perform. It's going to be special. Saturday, the 25th. Same time, 1 p.m., but on a Saturday. Artist spotlight. It's going to be great. All right, let's move on. This is the Ohio Spotlight. I'm a Midwest boy, and so I reached out to Moxy. You all know Moxy. And Moxy's a mover and a shaker in many ways, in their own music, but also in scene. Man, Moxy has been putting on shows. I mean, we're going to talk. All right. Let's just bring in the Mox. All right. You ready? Here we go. My friends, this is Moxy Martinez right here. You might be muted still.
I'm not muted. I just didn't say anything.
It was just a quiet intro. I can respect that.
You got to fake people out on Zoom. Like, you're on mute. Actually,
you're on mute. You know what? Actually, I just didn't make sound when I came in.
Joke's on you.
Yeah. Sucker.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, man, I've looked forward to this show. You know, you and I talked about this a long time ago.
Yeah, over a year, probably.
Oh, no. Really?
I don't know. Time is relative. I know that it was in the far back reaches of when we first met, and then things just unfold, and we have conversations, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, we should do that, and then it becomes a thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to do the thing, but it's not necessarily in the right space of universal and cosmic time. And then as things go on,
preach.
The universe becomes even more on your side and provides the correct dimension.
See,
so we're all in the correct dimension here.
This is why Moxy rules right here.
Thank you.
Well, look, I mean, it's true that especially spotlight shows, they take a while. I mean, I have people who are playing this show in October that I'm talking with right now, but there's spotlight shows being born over emails and direct messages that are 2023, like Switzerland, Boston. I'm talking with who was I talking with this morning about Boston? We should do a Boston show. I'm like, yes, definitely. Mexico is coming up. There's just, these things take a while and a lot of curation and time, which must be said. Thank you so much for curating this and finding all these performers.
My pleasure. I know that it seemed kind of fast, and I wish that I could have, we always woulda, shoulda, coulda, had more time, this and that. Um, People that I found out about after everything was finalized, I'm like, oh shit, how can I support them? What can I do? So I'm just going to say this to everybody. Like, if you're in Ohio and we haven't connected yet, find me, because
Yeah.
we have a community here, and we're also supportive of each other, but sometimes we're not aware of each other. So I hope that this show, not just with the performers and with myself, but it reaches so far out that so many people can be connected and networked that are here in the state, but also like elsewhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
please, like, there's lots of things coming up, and I feel like because of the first modular world thing I did in 2020 with you, that just opened my world up. So if I'm able to facilitate something like that for people in my city, state, community, and I missed you, I'm sorry. Let's do it. Let's try to do something.
Yeah. That's where these spotlight shows rule, because it's always like it's silly that it keeps surprising, because it's like of course there's scenes everywhere, but it's like, wow, there's a scene there, and then lift up the rock and like, of course there's a live scene here and everywhere, and that's where these spotlight shows are fun. I really want to kind of keep that train going. I like the regular shows with people from all over on a show. I like the patch challenge shows, but I think these shows are really important for growing community.
Well, it also shows that you don't have to live in super huge progressive cities like New York, LA, Miami, Barcelona, Paris, London, Berlin. There are pockets of creation and talent at every turn.
Right.
It does, at every turn. And if there's something, the one thing that we can show the world with this spotlight is that everyone has now turned to Ohio, and like, we have shit.
Right. And like,
we have shit.
And like, of course you do, Of course.
Like everybody else, like all the other spotlights. We just, again, all need to just be aware of each other.
Yeah.
Like, we're not alone,
Well said. We're not alone, man. There's other people like us out there.
You are not alone. Wait, are we not allowed to sing Michael Jackson anymore?
No, he's great. Let's get to it. All right.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay. Should I start with Plural?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We're gonna kick this show off with Plural. James Johnson started out as a DJ in the 90s, playing at raves all over the U.S. under the alias Divine. In the early 2000s, James decided to get into music production, then adopted the Plural alias. Plural has put out many releases on labels like the legendary Detroit techno label Metroplex and Generator Records. So here we go with Plural. Now see, that's the way to start the show right there. James Johnson as Plural, thank you so much for doing that. That's great. Like if you got this old guy shaking his head, bobbing his head, achievement unlocked.
Like legit gave myself whiplash. And I scared my cat. Sorry, Carl.
Come on. Suck it up, cat. If you've just started watching since our intro, hi, I'm Johno Wells. This is Moxy Martinez. This is Modular World Spotlight, Ohio. Moxy curated this show. It takes a lot of work. Thank you again for doing that. It's like, I do the spotlights and people ask like, all right, I'll send you a bunch of artists and you can choose who you want. And I'm like, no. You know these people. You make the choices, please.
I love being a producer.
Yeah, I mean, tell me who's on the show, please. It's like, it's so much easier.
It is.
Like, why should I reach into your scene and pick who I think is good? Like, come on.
No, I appreciate that.
That's silly.
Because, it keeps everything at the ground level and it keeps... I super appreciate that.
Yeah,
I get that.
Simple.
Yeah.
Okay, invitation to viewers who aren't logged in, who are watching. Please log in and join the chat. Introduce yourselves. Say hello. We're a welcoming bunch. We'd love to know you.
We really are.
We're okay.
We're all right.
You're safe here, man. It's all right. Mm-hmm. Hey, I was going to mention it earlier, and I see myself in the shot right now, and I'm going to say it now. I'm pinker than usual, and there's a reason. Earlier this week, I had a pretty severe treatment on my head for little skin cancers that keep popping up. I'm okay. I'm not dying of skin cancer, but it is being dealt with, and I think it's looking all right. So, but I'm aware that I'm pinker than usual. Someone said that I'm doing the Walter White thing. Okay. He's all right. I mean, what are you going to do? Let's roll on. Do you want to set up Victoria?
Let's do it.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, up next, Victoria. Anthony Rowe has been making music under the Victoria moniker for the past 4 years, but has been involved in various musical projects, both group and solo, for the past 15. Shifting from a previously more laid-back indie electronic sound, Victoria became an outlet for his darker, more chaotic tendencies, eliciting everything from funked up, sample flipped house vibes to gritty, droning ambient techno. What? And everything in between. Victoria has a sound that is uniquely its own. Bring it.
Well done. Man, you are hired. Here's Victoria. Thank you so much, Plural. Oh my God. Nope, Victoria. Sorry, man.
Close enough.
No, no.
Fuck me.
I'll cock something up today. I definitely will. Maybe let's make
Yeah.
that my one cock up. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, your
No
mom is
more.
there?
It have. Yeah, my mom's in the chat. Say hi.
Oh, what's up, Sharon Rowe?
She's awesome.
There, yeah.
She's on her phone. She's multitasking. It's amazing.
Oh, come on. That's nice.
That is super sweet. I tried to get my mom to understand YouTube, and she's like, "I'm just gonna break it." I'm like, "It's okay, Mom. I'll send you pictures." So,
And you
hi,
probably
Mom.
will break
Yeah.
it, so maybe not.
I was not expecting that.
Aw,
It's awesome.
That's nice.
Yo, great set. Someone needed a synth ID, so we'll just go that way. What was all the stuff you were using? I saw an Octatrack, the Volante.
Oh, the background synth probably. No, not a JDXA. It's a Prophet 6. The like arpeggio that wasn't a kalimba like sample, that was the Prophet 6 sequenced on the MPC.
You have some other stuff in the background, not like kind of off camera, right? Like
There's some synths over there, yeah.
Moog Mini D real quick.
Yeah, I've got the Model D. It was unfortunately not in this track. I was using the Roland SH01A for the bass in that track. I love that little synth for like rubbery, snappy bass. It's been my go-to for a minute.
Yeah, super solid.
Nice.
Super awesome set.
So tell us
Thank you.
what goes into setting up a little setup like this to record a performance.
Sometimes I'll mix and match little like synths that I'm playing with at the time, but like currently I've been using the OP1 a lot. I love it as like a sampler and like a looper. So yeah, I'll just like sing into it and like fuck that up and like loop it or something, or I've got the USB MIDI host for it, so sometimes I'll sequence external stuff with it. And the Octatrack is like my regular MIDI sequencer sampler. Like it's probably my all-time favorite, but currently I've been using the MPC, especially for like polyphonic stuff. It's a lot better, and like you don't have to worry about the limitations of like 4-note sequencing a six voice synth with it. It's just like a little more fluid. So that, and like obviously as a sampler, it's pretty much unrivaled. There are things about the Elektron stuff that like I love and miss, so I do have the Octatrack, like I still have it plugged in and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything runs into a Soundtrack MTK22. So that's like my mixer, my interface, and then that goes straight into my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Into Ableton. I mix everything and master in Ableton.
We were talking about the Rampler and PAMs, which you just got before show. How do you want to integrate modular with this kind of a setup?
I just like the possibilities of like reverse, like kind of wiring things the wrong way, so to speak. Like set in stone synths, they can only work the way that they were designed to work, and like modular, you can kind of break that and fuck with it a little bit. And then applying the modulatability, I don't know if that's a word.
It's a word now.
You just made it one.
It is because I
It's a word
said
now.
it must be real. Like the modulatability of a samplers. Like I'm just obsessed with samplers, so like building that in a eurorack and then getting like Euclidean and kind of like polyrhythmic stuff going on. I want to incorporate that.
That's great. Yeah, hybrid's a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the DAW, like I love Ableton. If I had to get rid of everything else, I could live with Ableton. But like synths are a lot more fun. But like if I had to, I would say that's my instrument. Like a computer, you can but having the hands-on stuff there's something
Yeah.
to be said for that too.
Well,
for
you've
sure.
got the best of both worlds here now. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Integration.
What's next for you? Releases or shows or?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants and until I explode into blood and guts.
Sounds about right.
That might be
Yeah.
like the quote of the day. If we have quotes of the day on the show, I think that might be it. Seat of my pants
All right.
until I explode to blood and guts.
I think I'll try that
It's
sometime.
bound to happen. We
Anthony Rowe.
we can't
Right
say
here.
for certain that's not gonna happen. So, fuck. All right.
Dude, thanks so much for coming on and sharing your artistry. It just sounds great. Thanks a lot. I'm really glad to know you now. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here,
thanks
Victoria.
for having me on. Yeah, for sure. Anytime. Love you, Mox. Thanks for asking me to do this. Really nice to meet you, Johno. Thanks for having me as well.
You got it, man.
It was nice to see everybody in the chat. If you got any other questions or whatever, hit me up. I'll talk to you if I have to. So
Until you explode.
If he has to.
Yeah.
And thank you, Sharon, for joining. Very classy.
thanks, Mom. I love you. You're awesome.
Yeah.
You're my biggest fan.
That's great.
Probably.
All right, off you go. Thanks, man.
All right, see ya.
All right, now I'm going to juggle windows for a moment. Always ever graceful.
We like juggling.
Yeah.
We'll handle juggling.
Got to bring the TV graphic back. Boom. There it is. All right. Sweet. We're back. Oh, you know what? I love it when parents join. I think it's really sweet. My dad always watches like the first part of the show, and then he texts me later, I liked so-and-so. Wasn't too sure about so-and-so. I'm like, well, Dad, it's not for everybody. It's so sweet, though, you know?
Yeah, it's the presence that counts.
You know, he wants to show up and see what his son is doing. That's sweet. All right, should I set up FBK?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Next up is FBK. With a career and discography spanning 4 decades, FBK is beloved by his peers in house, techno, and beyond. A prolific producer who's released on, is it Rekids? No, it's probably Rekids.
Record. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Who is released on Rekids, MDR, Frictional, and many more. This master of space continues to be a favorite. This is FBK. let's talk about AE Modular. Thank you so much, FBK. So they're using AE Modular format. And man, if you're in the San Diego area, our next meetup, which is in like a week and a half, we've got an AE Modular wizard here. And he's going to bring his whole setup and talk about it. If there's anybody who's like, I can't get into Eurorack, it's too expensive, I can't do it, I understand. There's other options. There are cheaper Eurorack brands like Dopefer and others. But AE Modular, just as a platform, as a format, pretty awesome. I've seen it, I've heard it, I've played with it. It's rad.
I'm not super familiar with it. That's why I'm so glad everyone like in the chat was like, "Oh yeah, it's AE." I'm like,
yeah.
This
and
is
they're
me
not
still
talking
being
about
very
Autechre.
new. Yeah.
So the difference is that it's the little jumper pins and not the 3mm jacks. I've got a few of those modules in the Air Instruments modules that you can kind of pin and play with. I mean, personally, I think that's maybe the only drawback, just because sausage fingers. These bear claws can barely handle like 3.5mm jacks.
Just
anyway,
some tweezers. Just get some tweezers. Like,
but the way they sound is amazing. They've got whole systems, every module, everything. Totally cool.
that was a killer set.
Yeah, I'm
Super
a fan.
killer set with that. Yeah,
I'm a fan.
I'm inspired to like look into AE a bit more.
Mhm.
Like, I need more stuff.
Yeah, we all just need more stuff because we don't have enough stuff to make music.
I know, right?
If I could only just get another module, then I'd be able to make music.
Well, we just need to explode until we're blood and guts. So.
Oh, please. That is so the quote of the show. Okay, wait. It said... Wait, it was like this. It went... I'm going to keep going until I...
Flying by the seat of my pants.
Flying by the seat of my pants. Right. Flying by the seat of my pants until I turn into blood and guts.
Till I explode and then turn into blood and guts. So I'm just going to go ahead and make t-shirts. Yeah, we'll make t-shirts.
Oh, it's so good. Okay. I mean, where can we go from there? You know what? We should talk about the Ohio State motto. Because it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. I just looked it up.
Is it skate or die? Or
it's either skate or die or ride or die.
Or it's like live free or skate.
Yes, I think it's live free or skate.
What a great state motto. Like, there's a lot to be proud of there, you know?
I agree.
That's really awesome. Like, we've got the Golden State. I don't even know what that means. Well, it probably refers to sunshine. But live free or skate or die? Come on. That's solid.
What are you going to do?
You're going to skate.
We're landlocked, so there's nothing else to do.
That's so cool, man. What a great state motto. All right, you want to set up This Kills Pop?
Yeah, let's do this. This
right,
kills pop.
Okay.
Phil Cost got into modular and hardware since about 7 years ago. He was previously trying to learn Ableton. Then a good friend got him into circuit bending and eventually building the mutable clones. That same friend gave Phil a few modules to play with, and he was hooked. Phil claims he's not very technical with the modular, but enjoys plugging in things and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Let's do this, Phil.
Right. This Kills Pop. Here we go. ThisKillsPop.
So awesome.
Pop just got killed.
No more pop ever.
No, we're done.
Just blasted into the universe. That was like mission control,
Yeah.
robots, outer space. There was so much like control in the chaos.
Yeah.
And like I have a hard time with that. When my stuff starts to get chaotic like that, I just like shut down and like walk away for a minute. Like I don't know. I have a lot of respect for Phil and for people, you know, who can command their synthesizers and just not, you know, give 0 Fs.
You could swear on
Like-
the show.
Okay, give 0 fucks.
Oh, that's what you were saying with the Fs. Oh, fuck.
God, fuck. But I met Phil for the first time ever at my very first Synth Slam in 2017. And just watching the evolution of gear and just the sound, mad respect. Like,
Yeah.
great set. Like, awesome job.
I'd love to see him live. That sounds, yeah.
Big. Like, big.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just always feel very hypnotized.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got a little hypnotized in that set. I was just like, I'm glad you were doing a countdown because I would have just sort of Twilight zoned in my eyes. You could have hypnotized me to do practically anything.
That's
So
happened on the show, you know, when I start watching sets.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be watching the countdown of how close we are. And I've been almost caught so many times where it was like, oh my God, it's done. And I've got to quickly come back and be like, hey, all right, I wasn't totally spaced out. I was on it. I was right here for you.
Yeah, we got to be careful, especially with sets like that have a controlled amount of chaos.
Mhm.
Like it activates different parts of my brain.
Yeah,
And
and
I
like you
just-
want to listen. You want to focus. Yeah.
Like I'm there. Like
Yeah.
I was in it. Like super actively listening. So great job, Phil.
Mhm.
Thanks for being here.
Again, if you've joined late, I'm Johno Wells, and I sit here with Moxy Martinez for the Ohio Spotlight. You're watching Modular World. We're here, man. We're here for you.
What up? We're here.
All right. Should we roll forward with Eden Gray?
Let's do it.
All right. Did you read Phil? Yeah. All right. All right. I'll do Eden. So glad to have Eden Gray back on the show. She was on one of the very first Modular Worlds. Was she? I think so. It was like episode 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah, and most recently for the anniversary show as well.
She did not play this anniversary. She played the first one.
Apologies.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I apologize.
Oh, well,
I meant-
apology accepted. Hey, Sign Mountain just joined. What's up, David?
Sup, Sign Mountain?
All right. Electronic music composer Dr. Chelsea Bruno has been composing and releasing electronic music since 2008 under the alias Eden Gray. She was a recipient of the President's Innovation Award to attend the NAMM convention in Anaheim, California in January of 2013, where she first discovered the eurorack format of modular synthesis. She began working on her own custom eurorack later that year during her graduate internship with 4MS, where she learned to build and play eurorack synthesizers. She showed her custom-built modular synthesizer at Synthfest UK in Sheffield in 2016 and 18. She also established the CV Freaks Modular Meet concert event series in London during her PhD research from 2016 to 19. You're probably starting to understand that she's a heavy-hitting motherfucker. All right. She continues hosting CV Freaks Modular Meet events and a podcast series interviewing electronic music artists and module manufacturers. Most recently, she performed at Superbooth 22 Synthesizer Trade Show in Berlin, Germany in May. I'm a fan.
I can't believe this person is like in my city in Ohio.
Yeah. I mean,
We have to see this.
No, this is national treasure level status here, my friends.
Like,
All right.
so cool.
Here we go. Eden Gray. Hold on. I got the wrong window. Sorry. There we go. Oh, thank you so much, Dr.
dead.
Bruno. Oh, man.
Wow, I'm dead.
I love seeing you live, Patch. It's like my favorite thing. And a reminder that I need to do that more.
Yeah, it's so fun. All the surprises, all the unexpected sounds of craziness. Yeah, it's great.
You've always done this. You're so daring. I love it. I love seeing you do it every time. Thank you.
Yeah, great set.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's such a great thing to be a part of. A great Sunday afternoon.
I'm so sorry for calling you a heavy-hitting mofo with your mom in the chat. That was maybe not one of my finest moments.
No, she doesn't mind. Hey, Mom, thank you so much for being here. Today is Mom's Day on the Modular World Mom's Day.
I love it when parents join the show. I love it.
Yeah, it's really nice. I wasn't sure if she was going to. I just sent it to her. But yeah, glad she got the time to tune in and
awesome.
Hear my crazy sounds.
She local or is she foreign, or I mean like international?
My mom lives in Miami right now.
Nice.
Yeah, I just moved here to Ohio. Yeah, last year I moved here from Miami. Yeah. And I was there for forever. So
yeah, you were a Miami girl.
Well, I was actually born in Ohio. I was born in Cleveland. So yeah, but I didn't live there long.
Okay, I had no idea. That's badass.
Yeah, this show was made for you.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, we welcome you back.
Welcome home.
Yeah,
I love the trees here. I love the parks and the seasons. Miami doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it probably actually feels cooler than Miami.
Oh yeah, 70s. The degrees here, like 70 degrees in the fall, is like the perfect weather.
Yeah. Talk to us about setting up a patch like this and pulling it off. Like, what's your what's going on?
Well, this one was really, really cool because I just got the Polaxis Emmy after Super Booth.
Yeah, show us this beautiful skiff which you had custom made.
This is the one I was using in front of the case that I brought to Super Booth. So I was using this plus my other performance case for this set. And I was sending this voice. This is like they call it Emmy. It's a modulating Yabber module. It talks. So I was sending the voices through the magneto to make those kind of little like squeaky voice kind of bleep, bleep sounds, at a slow rate, and then just changing the tape delay on them. But yeah, so this one was a feature of this and playing with that, and that's why I didn't really change the beat too much, and it was kind of just like focusing on changing this sound. But it modulates so well with my Raven. Anyways, yeah, that's it.
There's like so much power in that box, like so much power.
Yeah, the Raven was the one to put with it, just to, even if it's just by itself, that small 84 HP skiff can do a lot.
Mm-hmm. Who built that beautiful thing for you?
That's my friend J Dude. I asked him, I bought the 84 HP rails off Sweetwater, and I just asked him, can you make me a wooden box out of these rails? And he just went crazy with the artistic design because he makes these beautiful bass guitars, and I think he made a mandolin, and he made a classical guitar. Yeah, he does really good woodwork.
It's such a great skill.
Yeah, J Dude creates. I'll find his Instagram and I'll put it in the chat.
J Dude creates.
Please do. I'm interested.
Where is he based?
Like I need more stuff.
He's in Miami. He's changed the name, so I forgot what it was, but I'll put it in there.
Okay. All right.
My friend J Dude. Yeah.
What are you working on? What's next? What's going on? Like, you've always got a bunch of cool stuff, and CV Freaks is back, I've seen.
Well, I'm working on doing the next CV Freaks in London. I'm putting together some ideas now that the pandemic is over. Got to get back to London and do one. So maybe, hopefully next year. Still trying to figure out when, but it won't be this year. I'm sure it'll be 2023. So I have an album coming out with this label called Triplicate Records. just a 4-track EP on June 22nd that will come out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really nice album I called Transparent, being about my feelings of the fall moving into winter and being a parent and all this stuff. And then, yeah, it's really beautiful, nice music, kind of just like really focusing on feelings. But there's 2 like heavy danceable tracks, not heavy, but, you know, danceable for me, and like 2 ambient ones. And then I'm working on doing a limited edition cassette with a label called EC Underground in Miami. And so we're just putting together ideas for that now. So that'll probably be later in the year as well. Yeah.
A lot of stuff. Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
in the various formats, I think is cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, congratulations. I'm looking forward to those releases.
Yeah, it's fun. I still want to hopefully try to get a vinyl one day. I'm still working on that. See when that will actually happen one day.
That's a hard one. I've promised myself I'm going to release vinyl this year. And now as it's getting summertime, I'm like, come on, man. You got to make this happen. It's a choice. It's not cheap and, you know, takes a while.
See, Aerogrid just did one, right?
We haven't
Aerogrid?
released vinyl yet.
Okay, all right. I thought I saw a mention of that somewhere, but yeah, it's just something like dedicating the cost of it and trying to get it not too many, so you don't have too many stockpiled around.
That's the thing, yeah. Itai ordered from a place in Poland, I think, and you can get it in 7 to 10 weeks, which is a big deal because usually it's like a year and a half. And by then it's like, I don't even care about the album anymore, you know? But 7 to 10 weeks is good. And you get 100 for like $1,500, which sounds perfect. Like if I got 100, I'd probably sell like 14 of them, but I wouldn't mind having like 89 here. Whereas if I get like 500, that's just not going to happen, you know?
Yeah, the music is so fast moving. You don't know if you really want to, like, what track do I actually want to commit to having on this format, because it'll always be changing. I'm like, oh, I wish I put that one on now.
Yeah. Hey, a question in the chat that's good. Josie Carr asks, are your synths geared for atmospheric performances, not so percussive?
So no, because I always use timing as an important factor. It's not that I'll really do like ambient sets with no rhythm at all. I always use rhythm. I use my peg religiously, my 4MS peg, and you know, that's the clock. So I'm always clocking sounds, be it not very fast, so they are kind of atmospheric, but I'm not just playing. Maybe I'll play a drone over something rhythmic, and it's always usually pretty slow to start, and then I'll get a little bit faster as the set goes on. But I mean, the sounds being atmospheric, yes, but rhythm is very important to me.
Yeah, I would say that every time I've heard you, which has probably been maybe like under 10 times, but maybe like 7 times maybe, there's always been like percussion.
Yeah. I mean, I only have the 1 kick drum module and 1 snare drum, but I'll use a filter sometimes as a kick, or an oscillator very low.
It's a good reminder too that like percussion isn't always a kick snare hi-hat situation, you know. I try to remember that as much as possible, because so much other stuff can be percussive, and using noise as percussion, or like you're saying, like, you know.
Yeah, I needed that reminder too, because I like to turn the noise up on the Mother 32s and get that sort of high thing.
Yeah,
it's so good. I love working on my tracks too at home. It's a completely different approach working on tracks at home as making a live set like this, or performing a live set, being completely free with the instrument, whereas the tracks are very precise, and with the whole arrangement being to take you on this small 3 or 4 minute journey, sometimes 6 minutes, but usually kind of just stays like a very steady exploration with experimentation in rhythms, but hopefully a DJ will play it at a club one day and I'll be there at the club and be like, there's my track in the mix, you know.
Absolutely. More than a feeling, hear my own song play. All right, I'm aging myself.
On a loud system, especially, yes.
Thanks for the question, Josie. And just a reminder, please ask questions. You know, I try to read the chat as we're talking, and yeah, I love that. Always questions. Good. Anything else you want to talk about or promote, or?
Well, I guess thanks everybody. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I did my latest podcast with a module manufacturer on Friday, who I just discovered at Super Booth. He has two very nice modules called Nobula, and he's going to be doing more. So everybody subscribe to my podcast. My YouTube channel, please, so that I can continue doing more of these like interviews with artists and module manufacturers.
What was the first Nobula one? It was that polysynth, right?
Polycinematic, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds so good.
Yeah, and it looks good too.
I'll have to check it out. I'm not super familiar, but thanks for
really
letting us
new.
know. That's really awesome.
Yeah, it's so new. So he's doing a lot of digital stuff because he had programming experience. And so, but it sounds really great. Yeah.
Gizmatron Graphics asks, how did you get the pitch shifted strings sound?
Pitch shifted strings in the set?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was using my Sid Guts Deluxe, which is probably the one that you're referring to, because that's the only one that would have sounded like strings, because you kind of filter it and put it through the magneto and it sounds, yeah.
What is it called? Sid Guts? That sounds great.
Yeah, the ALM module, the Sid Guts Deluxe, and it has the chord setting. Yeah.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh yeah, that's a few years old now. Yeah, I've had it for a while.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's an oscillator, three voice, and it has all the different waveform settings with the button and the chord knob, so you can get different chords.
I gotta look at that.
I'm learning so much during this interview. Like, okay, show over, going to play.
Seriously, I don't need any more cool oscillators recommended, please. Damn it.
Good.
All right. Good. Well, thank you, my friend. It's just great to have you on again. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for having me, and thanks everybody for tuning in and being part of this wonderful modular world that we're part of.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Our pleasure.
All right.
We'll see you soon.
Off you go.
All right, later.
Eden Gray. There she is. All right. Okay, now I've got to juggle the windows again. Just stay with me. Just stay with me here. It'll work. Man. Okay. See, that wasn't so bad. Okay. OBS isn't great with those kind of shifts and assets and overlays. It's what you got to do.
You're doing great.
Well, I'm hanging. Okay, so next we have this artist named Moxy Martinez. Should I remove you from the screen while I talk about you?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I could just keep you here.
Nah.
All right. Okay. And there Moxy went away from us for just a moment. Moxy is a self-taught DJ and producer and has created, performed, produced, and contributed original music and DJ sets both nationally and internationally since 2003. Moxy is the founder of the Columbus Synth Slam, started in 2017, a synthesizer-based interactive event focused around the joys synthesis and sound making bring us. Moxy's upcoming production, coming this January 2023, called Patchworks: Synthesize Synchronicities, is a one-night only concert focusing on female, trans, non-binary synth artists, fully supported by the Wexner Center for the Arts. My friends, this is Moxy Martinez. There you go.
Not kidding, y'all. Like, legit have me crying over here. Like, what the fuck?
This was a new direction for you.
Well, I guess I wouldn't say new as I guess I would say it's less publicly exposed under Moxy Martinez. Something about this subharm, it's allowing me to be more comfortable with feeling emotional. Like I have a whole side project for emotional. Like, so yeah, thank you. The subharm is bringing it out.
Yeah.
And I legit had tears because I was nervous about this set because I had to just settle into, okay, this isn't the like blow their faces off with the defam, like, wow, like bring it. I brought it back. I brought it down a little. I like unzipped my rib cage and I just like, my heart flew out and I am just beside myself with humility that it was as connective as I was nervous about it being. So thank you all. Because
isn't it so interesting that like our perception of our own art versus how other people hear it?
It's very different.
Yeah.
And yeah, someone sorry, I can't remember. Someone said the subharm got hate, and it takes
Nimison
work.
said that, yeah.
Yeah, it takes work. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like the first time I got it installed into this new big boy case, and I fired it up, and it was just out of control and crazy and doing things I didn't understand. I had a moment of panic, and that moment of panic was, did I just do the wrong thing by buying this? Well, and it was grant money. Like I received grant money to get the subharm and a couple other things in here. But once I settled into the fact that I'm not going to know it like immediately, and now it's just, I don't know, it's just bringing out different sides, and I just appreciate everyone's kind words and their encouragement. And yeah, our perception of ourselves is always very different.
It's so odd. Yeah, it's very odd. Josie Carr asks, I noticed you added some more synths into your rig and was wondering if you no longer use vocals like you had in your earlier videos.
Vocals.
I don't recall you singing, but I feel like I've seen every performance you've done.
Maybe I have singing in my side project, Ocean Meredith. I did have like some vocal samples that I would put in the dig attack sometimes. But yeah, I did gain one new sub harm, and I did gain a Pam's new workout and extender. I did gain a really awesome malt from Decade Bridge in the chat. What's up, Ted?
Oh, sweet.
Decade Bridge makes amazing modules. Check out their stuff. And I gained a huge big boy case that takes up so much room. I have no room for plants right now. I promise they'll come back. I promise.
Modular and plants. Ay.
Yep.
So vocals coming back. Vocals will happen again.
I hope so. I did a live show last summer where I actually ran a mic through a recording interface into Ableton, and I had this like crazy beautiful like delay reverb chain. That it actually might be something I may try this next year, doing something a little bit different. Yeah, we'll see. I'm encouraged and I'm inspired. Thank you for that question.
Josie follows up with, did that change your musical direction? Perhaps with getting the other synths, maybe?
Yeah, it definitely did. When you get new stuff, it opens up a lot of new doors and a lot of new channels and a lot of new pathways that you've never explored before. And, you settle into what's comfortable and like what works for you. And I do see a lot of artists doing some really cool vocal stuff. So I think with anyone, you get a new instrument and it just creates a whole new realm for you to experiment and do things in. And then later you figure out how to integrate, that thing I did 10 years ago, I can use that here. Or that thing that I tried before I got a whole eurorack case, maybe I can implement that again. So yeah, I'm sure I'll swing back to some of those previous ideas.
Mm-hmm.
As things evolve.
On the positive side of, we laugh and talk about gas, but it's like you don't need the thing to sound good and make new music, but there is that underlying thing that we know that, like what you're saying, if I do get that, it will take me to another place.
Right.
So that's the push and pull of it, is that, like, you're right. Like, you get something new and it does change what you're doing.
Yeah, it's the catch-22. I even think I said to someone recently about how I get overwhelmed by too many oscillators. Well, now I have like 6 on one machine, and I'm like, well, the only way you're going to learn how to swim is if you jump in.
Yeah.
So I just had to like jump in.
Yeah.
I had no choice. I have a whole council of arts people relying on me to use this grant money to make stuff. So, and that's also motivating when it's other people's money. You're like, okay,
right,
I better do some shit, or it's just not going to work out for me.
Right.
But it's also inspiring because it forces you to learn, and it forces you to like settle in and be comfortable with that learning curve. Like Rome wasn't built in a day. None of us were masters of our eurorack rig when we first got it. Like it takes time.
Right.
It took me 2 years to figure out what I needed.
Yeah.
Or longer.
Same here. Yeah.
So I don't feel like I need anything right now, but I want.
Of course you do, though.
I want more effects.
Nimison says, lovely directions, stick to it.
Thank you.
Love the new sound palettes. Looking forward to hearing more of it. I think that you've, I want to hear more of this.
The subharm. I think the subharm, despite my moment of oh shit panic at like 10 o'clock at night by myself with the cats, I looked at them and I was like, what the fuck did I just do? I slept on it, woke up the next day, and I made some things, and it was like I never felt scared or overwhelmed by a machine I thought was going to like ruin my life because I made the wrong decision.
The first time that I turned on my pulsar, I felt a little bit like that, like, oh, this isn't going to be easy. I was like, but the Lyra is so easy. What? And my friend Sam said, this is an instrument. You're going to suck at it for a little while. So be patient. But I'm scrolling Instagram. I'm seeing people just killing it on the pulsar, and I'm like, oh, what have I done? Do I have time to really commit and learn something, or am I just going to be eternally lazy with this thing? And now it's been a month, and I'm digging into it, and it's like totally life-changing situation.
Yeah, same. About a month. I got this about mid-April.
The subharmonicon?
Yeah.
Really?
I have barely had it a month.
So look at this, my friends. 1 month. And you too could be like Moxy Martinez.
Oh, come on. You two can learn synths and
You
kick your
too
own ass.
can learn the subharmonicon in a month.
Boldly go, where no Moog has gone before.
All right, let's tie this up. Why don't you set up Glacial?
Yeah, Glacial 23. What's up? Glacial 23 is a solo project of Cleveland's Sam Harmon. Glacial 23 has had releases on Sequel Sound, Columbus's Savage Quality, and his own Glacial Communications imprint. The modular shown in the video, up next, has been under construction since 2009. Okay, that's a long time. Features both frac rack and Euro systems and is mostly entirely self-built. That is impressive. Let's see this shit.
All right, Glacial 23. Thank you. What a great ending set. Thank you, Glacial23.
So awesome. I was over here like,
I mean, we almost fucked it up. Like, oh my God, the set's done. We got to come back.
yeah.
Totally
5
losing ourselves.
seconds.
God, what a great show.
I feel like it went by so fast.
I'm so proud of the Midwest.
I'm so proud of my Ohioans.
Well,
keeping it real.
you really curated well. This was good.
Thank you. But it wasn't just me. It was a collective effort.
That's what you got to do. Like, you've always got to push it away and say it wasn't just me. But come on.
But
Come on. Well done.
yeah, I made the asks.
Well done.
I
Take a
asked.
fucking compliment.
Okay, thank you. I will.
Well done. Josie Carr, it would have been great to talk with him. You know, I agree. I think it'd be great to talk with everybody. And on the quote-unquote regular shows, we have 4 and sometimes 5, and we talk with everybody. But for highlight shows, I don't think that we should talk with everybody. We should keep the momentum going. But I agree. I would love to talk with everybody, really. I'm with you. Okay, well, all I can say is thank you, my friend. It's just always a pleasure.
Thank
Every time.
you.
Fist bump. Boom.
Bam. Congratulations to all of the artists. I'm really excited to connect with more of you. Again, like I said at the beginning of the show, if you're in Ohio and we're not connected yet, let's get at each other because there's stuff. We got the 3 C's. We got to do stuff. Let's do this.
What are the 3 C's?
Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I never knew that.
So you're either a Reds fan, an Indians fan, or if you're like me, you go to the Columbus Clippers game and you cheer for everyone because they're minor league.
See, we cheer for everyone here, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's just it. That's what I'm saying.
Skate or die, man.
Cheer for everybody.
You know?
Skate or die.
Yeah. You know, don't tread on me, man. No, that's Maine, right?
I'm not
Okay.
touching that one.
Well, I love you. Just
Thank
such
you.
a pleasure.
Big love. Big
All right.
love. I've had a blast. Thank you, everybody. And I think you have an outro lined up.
Yeah, I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I'm going to just talk about a few small items. Do not leave. They're such important small items. All right. Thank you, my friend. We'll talk soon. All right. There goes Moxy Martinez. Unbelievable. Well done. Okay, so I have a question for you, my friends. I was recently talking with Jay Mollerskoff, who I see in the chat, and my friend Brian Balance Spring. We play video games like 5 nights a week. And what do you guys think? I wouldn't broadcast this. It's not a stream event. It's a Discord event. It's a gaming night. What do you think of that? Would you come to that? Non-synth event. I have this game called Jackbox, and it's like a group. They're like mini games. They're fun. They're silly. Would you guys do that? If I put that on Discord and said gaming night is this Friday or something, would you show up and join that and be part of that? I got this game when quarantine started and my family was playing with other families. We had like 20 people, and it's a blast. But if you think that's a bridge too far for our little community, I just want to know. Because if you would do it, I would do it. So let me know, either here or just in Discord. Just tell me, hey, I would do that. Or, no, you're a big dork. All right? Well, I'm a big dork. I know that anyway, but just let me know. June 25th, in 2 weeks, well, less than 2 weeks by 1 day, Saturday, June 25th, is the Etai Spotlight. We're going to watch a short documentary film he made, performance, talk about his new album, cool spotlight show on a Saturday. Same time, 1 p.m., but just be aware, it's not a Sunday. We have some people saying, sounds fun. Josie Carr, what's the Discord? Okay, it's linked below. At the very bottom, join our Discord. And yeah, great community there. Open Discord channel, awesome. Lots of cool channels to talk about all kinds of things there. Okay. Another vote for Johno growing the beard. Not going to happen, man. I'm going to shave soon after my skin condition clears up a little bit. Ugh. Yeah, right. I'm an idiot. We're going to end the show once again listening to the new album by j.mccoy called called All I Have to Give. Gorgeous new record. And I'll see you on the 25th for the Itai Spotlight. And thank you to the performers from Ohio. This was a really special one. Again. Last thoughts. If you would like to support this show on Patreon, please do. Or on YouTube channel membership. The show takes a lot of work to produce. And if you would like to support it, that'd be great. $5 members get audio downloads of the whole show and all the previous shows. It's a great deal. Really glad to have you here. My name is Johno Wells, signing off for Modular World. Here we go.